So welcome everybody to class, or just our little tidbit of business information tonight. I'm going to teach you what I've learned in 30 years about how to be successful in business. We're going to learn the three main principles of running a successful solopreneur massage therapy business. I'm just going to introduce myself. I'm Amy Bradley Radford. I have been a massage therapist for 30 years and a massage instructor for 28 years. It blows my mind every time I think about starting out in this field at 19 years of age. I barely turned 19 when I graduated. And boy, it's been a roller coaster, and I have learned a lot of things. And becoming a massage therapist in 1993 in Idaho was very interesting, let me tell you. So it has been quite a learning curve for myself. And if you'll notice, that picture was a while ago because my hair is a lot longer than that. But I'm board certified, and I'm a CE provider through the National Certification Board for Therapeutic Massage and Bodywork. For about 9 years, I was a business writer for Massage Magazine. And Massage Magazine has actually kind of shifted down. They don't do as much publication anymore, but that was a really amazing experience to get to work with different people in our field on kind of a different level. I got to socialize with different writers and backgrounds, and so fascinating to talk to people about how they think business runs. I have developed several different business concepts even, and PPS bodywork. And honestly, my favorite thing, my passion in the massage therapy field is just solving problems, which is kind of what we're going to be talking about tonight, just a little bit. And I love to sit down with people. I think coaching for me, and I kind of fell into coaching about 6 years ago. Coaching for me has probably been one of the most rewarding things next to being a teacher and watching light bulb moments in my students' eyes. I love helping people in business, and I love seeing people succeed. And specifically, I like to see solopreneurs succeed. If you've never heard the concept of solopreneur, it is the epitome of kind of the service industry, and massage therapists who want to work for themselves and not work for anybody else and not employ anybody and not independent contract, and they just want to be their own boss, one person. That's a solopreneur, and that's my niche. That's my little niche that I like to work with. I like to take somebody who wants to be a one-man band, and I want to see them be as successful as possible just being themselves, because that's exactly who I am. I love only working for myself. I've tried employing therapists, which was great, but when the day is done, I prefer to be my own boss and be in control of my own boat. And so I work really well with people who like to do the same thing. So I'm also the owner of Massage Business Methods, which is a blog. Blogging kind of fell away. Well, blogging is coming back, and I have started working with my blog again. But if you're interested in seeing any of the column magazine articles that I wrote, they're all on my blog, and there's, I don't know, 58 of them, or there's a bunch of them, but just great time to jump into that blog again. And I love to answer people's questions through the blog as well. And I might start a podcast. I don't know. We're looking into that one. So I am a business coach for massage professionals and some other related industries. I have worked again with people who are like just wanting to work for themselves, and how do they actually earn, the money that they're wanting to earn within their own industry, working just for themselves. I actually have my own line of essential oils that I call Align, and these oils are specifically for pain management. I could not find what I wanted, so I dabbled and played around, and I have my own line. They're actually right here, and they work amazing for your clients. They can help a lot of clients reduce 2 points in pain, which on the table is huge. With your hands and a little bit of help, pain management is amazing. So there I am, and there's all the things I do, and I could throw some more in there because I get bored really easy, and I like to do new things. But we're going to talk about the three main principles of that blueprint of running a successful business. And so principle number one, and some of you on this call have heard this from me many times, you need a business plan. And I want to tell you that in 30 years of business, I have kept a business plan running. I have people have asked me, how I've been successful for as long as I have. And I never stop planning. I never stop reaching for that next step. I never stop trying to move forward, because I'm here to tell you, as a business person, and this is business person to business person, when you stop working forward, you automatically go backwards. There's no middle ground. There's no settling into some nice little rhythm when you're a business owner. It doesn't work that way. If you look at those small businesses that hit success and then they have failed, it's because they stopped working their business plan. They stopped moving forward. They went, oh, I'm here and I've got everything. And now I'm just going to kind of settle into this rut, and they just fall apart. So if you're finding yourself stuck, or you're finding yourself constantly sliding backwards and moving forwards with success and clients and different things, it's because you need a business plan. And I know most of you, when you started out, were encouraged to develop a 2-year business plan, which I'm sure you did. But after that 2 years was up and you got really busy, that planning never happened again. So if you haven't sat down and made your goals, and it's more than goals, it's hopes and dreams and wants and financial goals and different things that you want to reach towards, and new techniques and skills and all of these things that keep you motivated to move forward in your business and create more value in you so you can charge more for your services. All of these things require a plan. So on my Massage Business Methods Thinkific training platform, I have 3 training platforms actually. One's PPS seminars, one's Massage Business Methods, and then I have a new one. That's my website, amybradleyradford.com, which kind of directs you to everything. There's a free business plan and 5 classes for free that walk you through this business plan. And it's geared towards someone who is brand new in this industry, but boy, it really helps you refine those bits and pieces to yourself. So if you're stumbling and you don't know how to move forward, or you can't see the future in your business anymore, it's because you need to sit down and make one. You need to have something to reach towards. I work quite frequently with a woman who runs a massage therapy business and employs people, and she has an employee handbook. And anytime we start running into problems, we go back to that employee handbook and we refine it and we refine it. And it is her business plan. It keeps her business on target with her employees. I can't even tell you how powerful that little employee handbook is, but it defines and redefines and keeps things moving in the direction that she wants her company to go in. So if you are in that same boat, you need a business plan. And if you want a free one, I can give you the resource for that. All right. So that's principle number 1. And anytime I start floundering in business, it's because my plan is outdated. I've met all my goals, or I'm not paying attention. So I always go back to my business plan over and over and over again. And, I would actually, one of my dreams is to be able to open businesses and sell them. I love startup. That's one of my most favorite things. And I have probably put business plans together for 15, 18 business just things that I've thought of, like, oh my gosh, that would be so fun. So I put a whole business plan together. And then I look at that and go, there is no way I'm going to do that business. That is way too much work. But it actually shows me what I think my business can do, and if there's some things I don't want to do. So my business plan is a mirror. It shows me what it is I want to do. And if you can't look in that mirror, then you're going to be lost and have no direction. So you need a business plan. That's the first thing that I'm going to tell you. You know what? I guess the best way to explain the business plan is it's like a car. If you don't continually steer your business in the direction you want to go, then it's not going to go in that direction. You can't let go of that steering wheel. You have to hang on to it all the time in order to get where you want. And for those of you who are on this call that have been in business for a while, or you're hitting 3 years or 5 years into your business, one of the things that I have really started pushing with my coaching calls and my coaching group is we talk about planning for the future. It starts now. Massage therapists do not have retirement planning. They do not have financial planning going on. In fact, if I speak numbers to people, most of them go, I don't want to talk about numbers. I don't want to balance my checkbook. But it needs to start. And this is part of what you put into your business plan, is how to actually plan for the future. Because if you're going to be self-employed for 30, 40 years, then you need to make those plans now. Okay. All right. Principle number 2, you need systems. You need systems to manage your business for you. You need a laundry system if you are self-employed and a solopreneur and a really busy massage therapist. You got to have a system for that. You truly do. I have systems for everything I do. I have everything organized into certain files and certain categories so that it's very easy for me to find my information. I have systems set up that run my business automatically. I have a calendar that tells me what to do, but I make sure that calendar is updated. I have systems that help me be successful. And you have to do the same thing in your own business. You are only one person, and it is absolutely necessary to set up systems that can help you run your business efficiently. These are client systems, business systems. And if you're dealing with something that you really don't want to do, then delegate it. Find someone else to do it for you because you will spend more energy fighting yourself over not wanting to do something that you need to do in order to be successful, that it's a waste of time and energy and money. Okay. So you need to put systems in place. And if you take just a solopreneur massage therapist, you need a way to manage your clients. You need a way to contact your clients and remind them of appointments. Whether your system is you actually texting them the day before, or you have an automation. You have to have systems that help you be successful, because to do it all by yourself at some point will become overwhelming. Take time to identify what the problems are. This is the other thing. So, as a business coach, I get to sit down and identify things with people. People have a sense, especially massage therapists. We're very, very in touch with feelings, but we can't always put the right terms to what it is we're feeling. But if you will sit down and take just a moment and say, what is really bothering me about my business? What is it that I'm fighting? What is it that is frustrating me about my business right now that makes me sometimes want to go get a job at the bank instead of continue to run my business? Bank teller is my fallback job. Every business owner I've ever talked to has a fallback job. It's someone who works at 7-Eleven, it's a Walmart greeter, or something along those lines. Mine's a bank teller. But if you will sit down and think about what's bothering you and identify what it is, then you can turn around and fix it, or you can create a system to manage it for you. So think about what might be taking, and these are some areas that I hear frequently. What is taking too much of your personal time? Is it your structure? Is your organization? Is your schedule kind of haphazard and all over the place? What's taking too much of your money? Are you on top of your money? Are you paying attention to it? Or are you just kind of flying by the seat of your pants with whatever's coming in, and you actually need a system to track your funds coming in and what's going out? Do you need to work with your budget? And if you don't know how, who do you talk to that can help you? Okay. And what is creating a roadblock to your success? Sometimes, there's always one little piece that is. There really is one little roadblock. And can you identify what that roadblock is? And when you can put a name to it, then you can start working with it. What are some things that are maybe causing you to not like your work or being self-employed? I talk to a lot of people who are burnout. They're burnout and their boundaries are lacking. That's really what it boils down to. Their boundaries to time and money and how much they work and how much people tug at them and all those sorts of things. It's boundary management, and how do you actually refine and shore up those boundaries? Or you're overworking because you're not charging enough money, or you don't know how to raise your prices. But if you have injury going on in your body and you're not taking care of yourself, or you're overworking, how do you identify that problem? And then how do you create a system around it? Okay. How do you create something that will benefit you and help you? Because nobody else is going to do it. When you're a solopreneur, nobody else is going to take care of you. And so this is really about making sure that you understand how to take care of your business, how to take care of yourself for the longevity of you in this career, and to love what you do every day. Sometimes it's just about identifying it, because once we identify it, we can do something about it. And if it's something big, we can stick it in our business plan, and then we can work on it with our goals. Our last piece, and this is not a feather in my cap or a plug for me as you're, becoming your business coach. I'm going to tell you that in some of the hardest moments of my career, I had to find someone to help me. I had to find someone to give me perspective. I had to find someone who could be a listening or a sounding board. But I had to find someone to help me, because if you don't know where to go, you need to find someone who can show you where to go. in your business. And so the principle number 3 is to find a mentor or a business coach. This is what I like to say. Let's face it, being self-employed is like belonging to a new club that only club members understand what's going on. I think one of the things that I hear most from people I work with is, my spouse doesn't want to hear about my business anymore, and I need to talk to somebody about it, because it's in your brain all day long. And you're trying to find solutions to things, or you're trying to wear so many hats and get so many things done. And that's just your business. You still have a personal life with obligations and responsibilities. And so you have to find somebody who's in your club, who understands where you're at and maybe came up with solutions or ideas, or can help you over that next hurdle to get to the next place. When you need help with a problem, who are you going to talk to? And I'm not saying it just has to be me as your business coach, although I love to be people's business coach. Who are you going to talk to? So you can talk to a colleague, an older therapist, another person in business. Oh my gosh, some of the best, amazing business ideas I got were not from another massage therapist in business. It was just a different perspective of somebody in business. And I love nothing more than to sit down with a small business person or somebody who's been in business for a long time and pick their brain. Hey, what do you think about this? Or what did you do about that? Or, I have found out so many things about financial planning, or ways to move your money around, or just, it's amazing what a business person's mind thinks and how they think a little bit differently. Okay. And I'm married to a paychecker. That's what I call him, a paychecker. My husband's a paychecker, and he's married to this businesswoman, and he's like, oh my gosh, here we go talking about business again. And so I have to find someone else who is self-employed, who wants to talk self-employed to me. And I have a brother who's self-employed, and we'll sit down at a family dinner and people are like, oh, here they go again. But we just have so much fun talking about all the different ins and outs, because when you're self-employed, the sky is the limit. You don't have a framework of your job ends here and begins here, and this is what you do for somebody else. You have all these things that go through your mind. You're like, well, you could. And that's the fun part. So find someone that you can talk to. Find someone you can bounce ideas off. Sometimes you just need someone to listen, who understands, or who's willing to listen, because sometimes the people around us are kind of tired of listening about self-employment. Okay. And I'm going to tell you that this particular support is almost as important as paying your taxes on time. Truly. This is a success principle, is bringing people around you that can inspire you, re-inspire you, help you think about ways to maybe get over some of those hurdles and problems we talked about in your systems, your success principle number 2, and can really motivate you back onto the path of success. Being a solopreneur is lonely. It really is. It's a trade-off to be able to be our own boss, but it can be a lonely world. So being around people who are like-minded really helps you stay on this path of self-employment for a long time. I think that's one of the reasons, like, the Chamber of Commerce is so popular for business people, because you get to just socialize with people who are all big thinkers and people who want to work for themselves. And it's just an amazing place to be. So surround yourself with some of those people, or find one particular person that wants to work with you. I had a neighbor one time who was, he was a dirt worker. He moved dirt. His company was called Earth in Motion. It was way fun, but he had a mentor, and he just happened to find this guy. They met up at some social event or whatever. And this guy kind of took him on and mentored him, and he mentored him into a millionaire. And the things that they talked about was absolutely amazing. Him and I sat and talked about some different things, and just the way they thought was just incredible. So pull those people in around you, especially if you're struggling right now, and just get yourself going with that energy. It just infuses you with just that positivity and helps you continue to move forward on your own. Our blueprint for success. Here we have principle number 1, where we have business planning. And principle number 2 is creating the systems that kind of take the pressure off of us when we're a one-man band, our solopreneurness, and help us really manage our world in a much easier way, where we have more time to do the things that we really want to do. And then that principle number 3 is to find that mentor or that coach that can help you get over those hurdles and go in the direction that it is that you want to go. So with that in mind, I want to talk to you about 2 things. I've actually developed a program that I call Launch. And Launch has come from pretty much the last 25 years of me teaching other massage therapists how to be successful in business. And some of the things that I have come up with, and for those of you who have taken some of my classes before, or you've been following me for a long time, you've probably had some of these classes, but I have taken 3 of my classes and put them into one program that I call Launch. And Launch covers how to get referrals, how to get repeat clientele, and how to get revenue, because that is what you need. And Launch fits every person at each stage of their small business for massage therapists, whether you're starting out or trying to grow or raise your prices or go into the next step of your business. Launch and those 3 pieces are what take you to the next level on each level. Because every time, if you're starting out in business and you're getting referrals in, how do you get referrals? And once you get referrals, how do you get repeat clients out of that? What really brings people back into your office and back to your table? And then how do you meet your budgeting goals? Because that's the other side of running a business. You've got to understand your numbers. And we talk about revenue. And once your business is maxed and it's time to raise your prices and go to the next level of your business plan, then you have to realize that you're going to have to get a few more referrals in. Then you're going to have to turn those people into repeat clients. And then you're going to have to fill your schedule and max out your time. And once your schedule gets really full, and you can't handle any more people, then it's time to raise your prices, which means you're going to have to find some more referrals and then get those to be repeat clientele. Do you see what I'm saying? And that's how you spiral up your business. And that is what this particular program is. And it can be plugged in at the very beginning point, somewhere in the middle, or if you're trying to hit numbers like anywhere from 95 to 100 to 125 to 150 a session. It takes these principles inside this program. And so I just wanted to, I've kind of been pushing it out through email very gently, just letting people know it's available. But it's a really great program, and it really combines everything that I offer people through my programs, through my teaching, and through my coaching as well. So this is kind of the steps. They kind of overlap one another for the increasing referrals, repeat clientele. So the referral class talks about the power of the referral, how to get your current clients to refer people to you. But it also talks about the power of the invitation, how to invite people to your table. It's an amazing, powerful tool. In our repeat clientele, there are 6 questions. And for those of you who have taken the Massage Your Market class that talks about the 6 questions you have to ask your clients, this particular program is a game changer. If you're struggling to get people to come back to you on a regular basis, it teaches you all about expectations. It's not even about the technique. This is customer service and sales and how your hands sell you. And then revenue, how to maximize your time and effort for success and how to reach those numbers that you want to reach. This Maximize Your Massage Business has a second name to it. It's how to earn 60,000 or more or year at the table, but we're talking about 60, 70, 80, 90,000 and how you do that as a solopreneur. And I break it down for you. I put it into numbers. You have to charge this much per hour if you're doing this many sessions, and they have to be filled to reach these numbers per week, per month, per year, and so on and so forth. So it really teaches you about your numbers and not just some haphazard, oh, make 6 figures a year. It's not that. It teaches you business and how to actually run your business. All right. The next thing I wanted to talk to you about is I have missed being a weekly coach. I love having a coaching group. I am a tad bit more busy that I can't do things weekly, but I would love to start a monthly coaching group. So next week, I will be launching a monthly coaching group. This coaching group is also part of kind of an upsell with the Launch program. So if it's something that you want to join with Launch, you can actually purchase it all at the same time. But I will be accepting people into a monthly coaching group. This coaching group is with me. We meet once a month. I send out emails that say, hey, what's on your mind? What questions do you have? I'm your mentor. And you get to plop those questions out there. I pull all the questions in. A lot of times there's some similarity between these questions. And then we get on and we really hash through and work some of these things. And if there's time, I let people hop on and ask. But the stuff that comes out from these questions is amazing stuff. It's just it always hits the nail on the head for somebody in the class. Like, that's what I needed to hear to go to the next level. Now that you've got all this information, if you have any questions or want to look at launch anymore, you can actually go to amybradleyradford.com. It's a brand new website that I have for those of you who don't know about it. And it's really geared just towards launch, because I really feel like that's a great product for people looking for that next level, that next step in their business. I'm going to tell everybody thank you for coming. For those that didn't get to hear the whole webinar, I'll be sending it out, because there is some really great information about those 3 success principles for your blueprint for success.